Well, I'll just wait until somebody comes in. But yeah, New Year's just right around the corner. But yeah, New Year's just right around the corner. I mean, I'm sure other channels are planned. But hello, 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 all. Welcome to the Desert Goat channel, the goat with the most. But yeah, I just thought I would come on up and see how everybody's doing. Um, so yeah, hold on, guys, so I can put in the panel. There you guys go. Enter if you dare. Mwahaha. Um, just that I would come on and just see what everybody's doing. You know, just a bunch of crazy stuff today. And to those who are wondering, yes, I'm drinking. So, yeah, guys, by all means, tell me what you are doing if you like. Don't tell me if you like. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. It's all good to me. Um, if y'all want to roast somebody tonight, we can roast somebody tonight, I guess. Well, we can't roast anybody too badly. I guess that would go against my rules. But yeah, guys, feel free to give me a like, dislike. We're going to see how long this goes for tonight. But yeah, got some more coffee going on as well. Maybe do a little bit of drinking myself. But yeah, guys, feel free to come on up. Enter if you dare, not dear. And don't worry if you guys are a furry, what they call a furry, by all means, you're welcome here too, man. The goat don't judge. Never have, never will. If you're a little, what they call little, by all means, if you want to come here and chat, you're welcome to chat. Christian, non-Christian, everybody's welcomed here at this channel. I am a firm believer in rights. got a little bit of old school respect kind of a thing, and that is respect, not fear. I don't do fear. I don't believe in harming others unless it's self-defense only. Excuse me, sorry guys. But feel free to jump up at any time. If you have any critter stories you would like to share, by all means, come up and share them. As long as they're positive stories. But yeah, guys, like I said, Happy New Year. It's just several hours away. It is a grand 41 degrees in my area. But yeah, as far as my other channel goes, I ordered a few things for that channel. Just so I can show off a few traps for it, things like that. So yeah, guys, like I said, by all means, come on up if you like. And since I am waiting for people to come on in, I think I'll pull up a few videos for people. But yeah, guys. Now I do plan on taking care of a problem. I'm still going to be out there. Hold on, guys. No, I said pause, you stupid YouTube. Anyhow. Hello, Miss Mac. How are you? But yeah, guys. I hate these smartphone guys. You know, things that I don't want it to be doing, it be doing. But bear with me. Well, thank you, Miss Mac. Yeah. Now, I'm about to show you guys a place that I've got my eye on. Done a little bit of research on this place, done a few filming. The police have still they're still acting a fool, dragging their feet on this incident. And yeah, you know, they're doing their thing, dragging their feet, and we all know what's going to happen with the cops on this. But you know what? Let's do the whole Shirts, Texas showdown with what's going on.
An area family demanding answers after they said.
And sorry for the buffering.
The video shows Shirts police arresting an 18-year-old man as he cries for help on his own doorstep. The video has led to an internal investigation, but police say the man was being uncooperative. We want to warn you, some of you may find this video disturbing. The night team Stephen Cavazos with what police and family are saying. 18-year-old Zaki Rayford screaming for his father as Shirts police arrest him outside his family's home off Kiana Place Monday. The video was released to KSAT's Defenders by Rayford's family. In one video, Rayford is seen getting out of the vehicle with his hands in the air before he walks in the door.
No reason for them to taser him.
For his dad before police tackle him to the ground. In the video, police are heard telling Rayford that he was under arrest and to stop resisting.
And I don't know if they think they're in some kind of rodeo here, but you clearly see that the woman is kneeing him, well, not kneeing him, but kicking him in the chest. That is excessive force.
Before one says,
"You better relax, you're gonna get it next."
Oh, right there where he says, you know, relax before you get it next.
Attempted to stop him after he drove through a red light.
Hold on, guys.
He then drove off into the.
Okay, right when you heard the officer say, relax or you're next, here in Texas, that is considered a terroristic threat, and you can be arrested and charged for it. Okay, that's just one of two problems here that they've. Keep in mind, this is straight from the mainstream media, showing excessive force, terroristic threat, and this is okay. This is why I tell people don't always believe the mainstream media. We just saw a cop and thousands of other people had just seen this cop break the law. The very law he is paid to protect, the very law he swore to uphold, and he just broke it.
The Wilson Preserve neighborhood before turning into the driveway. Police say Rayford then attempted to flee on foot. Rayford was charged with felony evading in a motor vehicle, resisting arrest and detention, and possession of marijuana. Rayford's family denies the police's account. Rayford's family released this statement to KSAT over the incident, saying, quote, "It was unjust and uncalled for, and threatening and misuse of force. It just makes us feel unsafe in the community we live in," end quote. Stephen Cavazos, KSAT 12 News. Now, Rayford does have previous arrests on his record, including evading arrest, engaging in organized.
Now, you all just seen this here. This is straight from KSAT 12 News. And as you can see, not only did the cops neglect the terroristic threat, which is here a law here in Texas, that the cop clearly broke, but yet the mainstream media is saying, yeah, man, it's okay. They're the cops. They're allowed to get away with it. How messed up is that, guys?
Organized criminal activity and delivery of a controlled substance. The Schertz Police Department says they have launched an internal investigation into the incident and the video you just saw.
Internal investigation, my butt. They're going to get a slap on the wrist. But hold on, guys. You know, here we have that on the mainstream.
Say the man was being
hold on, ScrewTube. Hold
video disturbing.
your horses.
Stephen Cavazos.
But yeah, guys. And let's go to my videos here. Let's see. And this is one of my videos. Here we are in Schertz, Texas. I was all night there and with TX Sheepdog 72 and another. And these city council people, they were just being real, well, let's just say they're just full of what makes the grass grow green. You know, went there twice to 2 public meetings, and they're acting like everything's just peachy when it's not. And keep in mind, guys, I think this is the family member, I think, of the young man that got beaten by Schertz. And the looks on the city council, I know that look. It's During La La Land, not caring what you're saying, it's going in one ear, out the other.
About the young man that the police give brutality to, and what you want to do about Martinez, about the fake information that you provided on that film. We are veterans, and we want to be treated like that. We want to be respected. We don't need you to come in our house with that we have drugs. We are educated as well as everyone else. So can you give me an answer what you're going to do with this officer who hit the young man? Would you want someone to treat your child like that? You all got to deal with this. Racism is here in church, and I'm here to tell you. You all have shown it, and you're still showing it. And I'm a example of one that I used to be all for 10 years for support. You have ignored me. You have the Chamber of Commerce license and people on behalf of this.
But yeah, guys, it's been like that all time down there. But yeah, guys, Shirts is nuts. But yeah, guys, feel free to come up at any time. Before anybody asks, what is the topic for tonight? Anything in the positive will do nicely. Anything from mythological stories, current stories, cute little animals and their stories. Oh, come on, guys. You all leaving the poor goat up here by himself. Oh, I could just fall asleep right here in the chair, guys, and just let you all talk in the stream, do whatever you want, just, yeah. It don't matter. Thought I would start today and tomorrow for open panel night. So yeah, like I said, guys, I'm more than welcome to talk about anything you guys wish. Puff Puff Pass. How you doing? Wait a minute, that's a little... There we go. A little bit better view. Fireworks have started. Like I said, guys, feel free to chime on in. Wish me a happy new year in person. Wish me a terrible new year. It's all good tonight. And yes, guys, the only fireworks I got for the year. Planning on annoying my neighbors with it. You know what, guys? Give me a second. I'm going to go out and get my coffee. Probably mix it. And yes, guys, a real coffee pot. Nice thing is that I can keep it right there and it keeps me from going in and out and getting the smoke. The only thing I have to do is go out for a smoke. But yeah, guys, they are starting the fireworks a little earlier tonight. It's kind of funny. Really, it is. They say, don't set these firecrackers off in the city limits here. Well, town limits here. But you know what, guys? I already hear them going off outside with the people. The way I see it is, if they're not hurting anybody, my beard itches. Not beard, mustache. But if they're not hurting anybody, who cares? But yes, Miss Mac, it is panel night. The link there, as I told you before, it's a fairly easy setup. It should come up in a blue letter-like form. You either click on it with the mouse or on a phone, if you have a smartphone. And it shall come up as, the Streamlabs like setting kind of a thing with a duck. You'll be seen there, and you'll have like a little microphone and camera, and every time you say something, a little bar will go up. And like for my channel, it'll come up Desert Goat. And if I like to use my main screen name, I can use it and click in and continue to broadcast. And oh, guys, we have a special guest. Miss Mac, hold on. Hello, Miss Mac. Welcome to the Desert Goat stream.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. What an honor. What a pleasure. Also, first time I've ever done this. So I just think it's a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you. Thank you, God.
And guys, this is one of the legends you see here. She's the one that took on a whole bus full of snowflakes and bootlickers all by herself, exercising her rights. She took them all on.
Dear God, you're so dear. I appreciate that, but I don't think that it was. I just thank you for saying that, because I feel like I think I'm a little bit chicken. We all are when you face situations. You can get a little bit nervous. So.
Yeah. Well, that situation would scare most people, especially, being in an enclosed space with that many people, coming at you, but yet you still took them on.
Well, I don't know if I've told you this, but I often say, hola, hola, nunca estoy sola. And that means I'm never alone. So I just appreciate everyone that was with me. I had many of my subs with me on the stream. They since I was a little nervous, they kept asking questions and saying things that really helped me. For example, they said, "Oh, get the number of the bus," because I hadn't thought about that. And of course, they also suggested to get the name of the driver, but of course they don't ID. I don't know if they wear a name badge, but under the jacket or whatever he was wearing. But I was not alone, and I thank you all because you you're a very, very important part of the community. Thank you very much. I don't think it can be emphasized enough, or much less be overemphasized. But I'm just glad to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I remember watching that live stream because I was at that time I was watching Clash of Bow, and
Oh,
you ended up going live, and it's just like saw it all going down, and it's like I went back to Bow saying, "Hey guys, go over to Miss Mac's channel. She's getting into trouble." And the time Clash of Bow got on your stream, they ended up shutting your cell phone off.
yes. Well, actually, someone took it from me twice. So that was quite bad.
Hold on, Miss Mac. Insidious Media. Hello, Happy New Year, and welcome to the GOAT channel. The GOAT with the most. Most of what? You decide.
Most of what counts.
Yeah.
Love, respect,
Oh, yeah.
patience, are a virtue. All of that you have.
Yeah.
The
Well,
most of
I try.
you're very dear to the little Mac.
Yeah. Yeah, and Miss Mac, the coffee pot I was telling you about.
Yeah. How can you do that and sleep?
Oh, I'm one of those people. Coffee has the opposite reaction to me. People drink coffee to wake up and get going. I'm one of those people, I can drink a cup of coffee and go to sleep 5 minutes later. You
Well,
know?
that means that you're immune to its
Yeah.
weakness effect.
Yeah. Well, as much coffee and other caffeine products that I drink, it's amazing on how I'm still able to be up in the world of the living. I used to drink about 9 liters of soda a day.
What? How can
But it was
you
just,
you're
I-
alive after doing that?
yeah. And I had to cut back my soda intake, guys. That was not healthy.
Well, you do know what happens when people drink soda. I drink it a little bit. I used to never, but now I'm being so bad with so many things I didn't used to do.
Okay.
You do know what happens to the body with soda, right?
Yeah. Hold on, Miss Mac. Okay. In CVS Media, which charges? One in shirts or Little Mac, Miss Mac's charges on the bus incident? If you're referring to the ones in shirts about the young man that was beaten, it's still going to court. We're working on it with the family, the group down here. And needless to say, Shirts Police Department, they got a whole lot of nothing. It's always those things, you gotta force them to give you those paperworks, give you those videos. So that's easy in there. I don't know what the thing is with Mac's case here.
Well,
But I'm sure guys, show her some love. If you can, help her out.
well, I before see that happened in December, and before December, I was really very much hoping to be able to get like some information, tips, and like that, and support from the community, because I don't really know very much at all about the law, and I did represent myself. But I had a friend who was helping me with some things, and but then with COVID, everything stopped. With COVID, it changed everything, so it really messed everything up for me. And before December, I was really hoping to get um, some tips, information, but I guess when people don't want to help, they'll say, I can't give legal advice. I know that, and we all know that. I was not seeking legal advice from friends. I was hoping for, tips and ideas and information and like that. But I understand people's lives, like mine, very busy. Everyone is, if you're productive. And so COVID messed up everything. There's still uh, some things to do about it. I can get the transcript, which I received a letter from the lawyer. I mean, I'm sorry, from the judge. I don't know why the judge would send me a letter saying that if I want the transcript, that it will cost me like $500 or so. And I have not gotten it. I do not know. COVID really threw everything upside down for me. And unless I get, now I really would need a lawyer now in legal advice. But unless I do that, I don't really know what I would do. I'm stuck. And it's past December. So I have heard from someone here in Michigan who said that I guess in Michigan, the statute of limitations is 3 years. I thought it was 2. Because if it's 2, it's over. That was in December 22nd, just before Christmas of 2018. So it was 2 years already. But I don't really know much about it. I cannot worry. There are worse things in life, I suppose. But when I do think about it, it kind of makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable that nothing has been done about it. I don't seem to have the brain or the anything to do anything about it anymore. And when I did represent myself, and it was hard, the hardest legal thing I've ever done. And someone who was helping me was saying that I did so well and everything, but I don't think I could do it now. Stress is compounding, seems daily. And when you have other things that are more what's the word I want to say, more like, I guess, emergency type, they're going to in emergency mode, then you kind of have to prioritize and say, okay, this is what I should do first, and this is what I like to do, but I've got to put it aside for now. And that's what happened. So unless I get help, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, and time's running out, people. So if anyone knows of a good lawyer here, because they don't normally want to take your case, they don't want to go against people that they eat lunch with, and because even though they're they work together, they go to people's birthdays and weddings that they work with, the judges and the lawyers and everybody. They don't really want to go against them, therefore they don't want to represent us. And this is why auditors have a hard time having lawyers get our case. So unless I somehow get help, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. But I have my freedom. Even though they did arrest me and took my freedom for a day or so 3 times, I'm glad to be here. And thank you for asking about that. Desert Goat, I don't normally talk about that, but thank you, because some people have been wanting to know. And that's pretty much the explanation.
Yeah. Now, Intravenous Media, my arrest on the south side, I would have to dig out my paperwork for the exact location. Yes, I can now openly say with pride the charges they put on me were bogus, they were false charges, and like that, they were dropped like a hot potato. The goat is free.
Yeah. Happy
I don't have to worry about them coming after me. That's why I can walk up to them, give them a certain finger, and tell them where to stick it. That's the question. Will the goat do it? And yes, believe it or not, guys, I'm not that sweet and innocent. On more than one occasion, I've given a cop the middle finger. And cops down here, they don't like it. I'm sure I can give you a list of auditors out here that have done it. And the cops just go nuts. Yeah, but you want to know one of the cool things about this StreamYards, Miss Mac?
Yes, go ahead. I like it.
Well, everybody here sees you as your name shows up underneath your picture there as Miss Mac, Little Mac. Now, on my side, I can rename you. Sorry, I can rename you on my StreamYards as somebody else. Like right now, you say your thing says Miss Mac, Little Mac. Okay. And there you go. I switched your title on my end. Now everybody will see you as Goat Friend.
Now everybody will see me as well.
We see you as Goat Friend instead of Miss Mac, Little Mac. Hello, She Devil. Welcome to panel night. My guest tonight is Little Mac, Miss Mac. I have what I call the legends of auditors, cop watchers, and so on. Right now we have Miss Mac, the #1 reigning champ of the female division. No one's been able to outdo her.
Don't deserve that, but thank you.
Come on, ladies. Step up the game there. Miss Mac took on a whole bus. But then there's, I'm sure you guys have heard of the incident with Blind Justice and Jeff.
Yes.
Those two have gotten into the legendary status. They took on a whole town. Which is, pretty amazing. I mean, you got one guy that's disabled with knee injuries and all that, and the other guy's blind. And they just, congratulations, we're filming you. But that whole $50,000 in cash, that is messed up. But as I will tell people, give it some time. They'll win that case. Just give them some time. They'll win it. That's what we do, guys. And Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year to you.
And yes, guys, I will be getting a little revenge on my neighbor tonight. I'll be well within, my legal limits on being near his home. Guess what this is, guys? It's one of those strips of firecrackers where you light one end and it just... just to annoy the heck out of him. I mean, normally I don't do that to my neighbors, but he's one of those people. He has it coming. Everybody wants to do it. And I wouldn't know who's leading that pack. So see, Miss Mac, I'm not that sweet.
You were breaking up. I don't know what you said.
Okay. Well, can everybody else hear me? Am I breaking up? Let me get a little bit closer to the router, guys. But yeah, guys, I'm not that sweet and innocent.
You're desert gold. Yes, I told you in the comments the other day. Whether you're in the desert or wherever you are, goat, you're desert gold.
All the time, guys. Hold on, please.
Sorry that mine is not very steady, but I'm just holding my camera phone with my hand. I don't
Okay,
really have
there we go. But yeah, guys, always film the please, keep the cameras rolling. Well, I don't know. Would that be taking Jeff's line? Oh, well. But yeah, guys, I just thought I would come on, say Happy New Year's to everybody. And it's always nice to have somebody to jump up onto the panel. I just got one question. Why is it mostly girls that come up on my panel?
Why what?
Okay, first it was No Name who came up. Then there was that one guy, which I don't want him on my channel, because of his past. Now we have Little Mac Nismac. That is 2 females, 1 male. Why is it mostly females coming to my panel? I'm too ugly. I know that much.
You know you're good looking.
I don't know. I've had a lot of women run away from my looks.
I think you're just saying things. I don't know.
But yeah. But yeah, guys, just to let you all know, and a little reminder, every Friday is panel night for my channel. Everybody's more than welcome to jump up, say hi. If you got any stories to share, feel free to share them. Let me know. Miss Mac, you're a circle.
I think
one of these days we're going to have to fix your icon for StreamYards. But anyhow, guys, you touched your camera button.
Mine is not.
Yeah, because okay.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's cool. You don't have to show anything here. We're all cool. If you want to remain mystery.
The reason I don't mind, but the thing is, my hand keeps moving and I don't have anything to stabilize it with. Maybe I just take it right here because it might be making people dizzy the way I keep moving it, and I'm not very good photographer or videographer there. So
Well, don't worry too much. Most of my work that you guys see me do, I'm there standing with my phone or my camcorder.
yeah, that's what I do. I just hold it with my hand. But I'm gonna use this little device, see if I can stand it up. It's like a card holder. See if I can let it sit there and not, be more, more stable, more steady. There we go. See now, unless I move, it's not shaking. See?
Ah,
There, that's better.
okay, good. That's better lighting right there too.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, like I said, Friday nights will be open panel night. I do plan on having other auditors and cop watchers come up. Trying to get a few others, to come over and do their versions of craziness, maybe. But I guess I'm too much of a small fry for them.
Well, I couple of things. I think that the people that work slowly but surely, sometimes because such people make less noise and less, flash and all that,
Yeah.
maybe, it doesn't attract as much attention.
Yeah.
Yet, because it is methodically formed, such things that are formed slowly can usually be more concrete in the long run. So I wouldn't worry about that. I think you're an excellent person, first of all. And second, you're a good auditor. And third, you're a friend. So those qualities, I think, are in the heart. And I don't think you can easily, they're not the type of things that you can buy. And you have them. And so as far as I'm concerned, you're excellent.
Hello, 6th Estate, Arizona. Welcome to the GOAT channel. GOAT with the most. Most of what? Who knows? But not full of goat berries, though. We don't do goat berries here. Or deer berries. Or rabbit berries.
Let's see if this helps. But no goat berries, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, guys, almost coming up to an hour. Well, I've been coming up. My stream's been running for an hour, Miss Mac. Usually, I try to keep my streams within an hour and a half, or less. But I've done a few streams where I almost went 3 hours.
Wow.
Most of the conversations that get started, it'll go from cop watching straight into the conspiracy theories. More so on the JFK. But it's okay. I mean, see, they were doing cop watching back in the day before it became a thing nowadays.
And we've needed ability ever since cops have been around. We've always needed it, but because cameras and the like were not so readily available, we've needed it from day one.
Well, I mean, if you look how cameras have evolved during the time, like I said, was talking to you guys about the JFK conspiracy theory. Now, okay, we all know JFK was assassinated, and the cameras back then that were being used, they were almost as wide as my hand and almost as long from my fingertip up to my wrist. And they were 30 millimeters, and you had to wind them, kind of a thing. And sometimes you had to put them on a newsreel, these big old projectors. And people, it's like, oh, there's a camera. Okay, whatever, who cares? And fast forward it to the 1990s, then you got these cameras almost as long as my shoulder to shoulder. You know, that had VHS, and you had to run around with one part resting on your shoulder, the other part, you know, where you can control the focus with like those two fingers and record with your thumb. Now, if you look at it nowadays, you got your cell phone that can do everything. And those are 3 different stages of videoing. Back in the like 60s and all that, camera, who cares? In the 90s, oh, you're pushing it. Who was that black guy that got beat up by the police?
The King, wasn't it King?
Rodney King, yes. He was filmed being beat, you know, the camera guy was white, filming a bunch of white guys beat up a poor black guy over nothing. And that's where it started going downhill. I know a lot of people do the whole, you know, 9/11 thing, which made it worse. But it's a camera is not that bad, guys. People just need to get over it. It's no different than the camera on my computer. Apparently, I'm still living. No bullet holes.
I believe, Desert Goat, that these people's fears and phobias and whatever else it can be called when it comes to camera needs to stop, because I think it's unfounded. I really don't see the reason. And I think it's also several things. It's unfounded because the only reason people would want to be something to not be exposed is because their lives are blemished. They somehow have something to hide in their personal,
Yes.
professional, or otherwise in their life. And it's a thing of the heart. People have become so mean that if you have a camera, somehow you are either a pervert if you want to record and there happens to be children. How does that make anybody anything when we're at public?
Yeah.
And so I think it's a thing where it's unfolded. It is because people's lives are not clean and clear. And I think it's also a dark thing of the heart, because since when do we have permission to have this meanness towards people with cameras? Why? And why is it that we who hate cameras, whoever those people are, can think that we have the right to be mean to them, but they, that, you know, to those of us who do like cameras and filming, which is our right, what makes them think that they can think we can be mean to them, but they cannot be mean to me, meaning us, the people with camera? It's like somehow we don't have rights or anything like that. Like, we don't deserve the respect and the treatment that they do. It's like, you're filming me and I don't want you to film me, and that authorizes me to be very rude to you and to call people with badges and guns who like to kill people for nothing, to bring them to you. That's very dark. And I think it really emanates from the darkness of our hearts. And I find that very disturbing and very much to my disliking. And this is why I'm speaking against that. Because I really can't stand it how people just think that somehow they have that right. You know?
Yeah. Well, it also goes to the way things used to. It's like back in the 60s, I mean, where I grew up, you could show up to a school with a shotgun hanging off the back of your car window, and everybody was cool with it. Nowadays, you walk around with a pistol or a gun strapped to you, and people just go all crazy. They want to give up. all their freedom, all their freedom. They'd rather be a slave.
Yep. And
You know, they're for security. When you give away your safety, I mean, this is the way it follows. You know, it's like dominoes. You get rid of your freedoms, then your security goes away, then your safety goes away.
yes. Well, we don't deserve
No.
neither. When we sell our freedoms for safety, we deserve neither. As the one president said, I forget his name. I used to know that very well.
I mean, look what happened in the 1940s.
Mhm.
You know, do you remember what happened in the 1940s?
Well, oh no, wait, I was thinking Hiroshima, but that was later.
No, that was later. This is the
This is the
war with Nazis. Adolf Hitler.
That was in the 30s, I think. In the 40s was when the Jews went to Jerusalem, but in the 30s it was the Nazis, wasn't it?
I believe it was in the 40s, I believe.
Maybe the 30s and the 40s. I don't know,
Yeah.
somewhere there.
Well, somewhere in that time frame. Look what happened to the poor Jewish people. All their rights got stripped. All their safety got stripped. Security got stripped.
Hmm.
Look what happened to them. You know, everybody in the world had to stand up as one and say, hey, this ain't right. You know, somebody's got to knock that group into their place. And how did they knock the people into place? By standing up with the Constitution. 1A, 2A, the whole list is what set the ones that are still living free.
The predictor of the future is the past. So if we see our past in history and we don't want it to repeat itself, then that's when we can do something about it, because we can predict that it will happen again unless we act on it. Whatever it is in life. In this case, we're talking about our freedoms.
Well, history is definitely repeating itself. Definitely, I mean, the whole, what was that, World War I or was that World War II? Well, anyhow, the war with Nazi Germany, that wasn't that too long ago, but it's happening again. The only difference is technology.
Here's an interesting thing that was brought to my attention, because I'm not all that, I'm not, it's not like I'm an extremely smart person. So it was brought to my attention that actually the Second World War it never really ended. It stopped, but it did not end. Meaning there was no declaration, because you have to declare war when it starts, and you have to also declare that it ended, and then you can find in history the date and who declared, what famous person or what governmental entity or whatever, who ended it. And I Googled it after that was brought to my attention. I Googled, when did the World War II end? And they had no information. Then, so I let it go for a little while. Then I Googled it, I don't know, a few days, weeks, or months, because I don't even remember how long. But when I Googled it again, when did, tell me the dates, Google, tell me the date of the end of the World War II. And it'll just tell you that at first it couldn't even do that. I think I caught Google on like, oops, I don't know that. And then later, when I did Google it again, it had some information of when it stopped and what happened, but it never gives you a date. And so I asked again, give me the date and who proclaimed the end of the World War II. And it won't tell you. It'll just give you other information of when it stopped, who was the last one and what was the last country doing what or whatever. So really, it hasn't ended. So if we do have another world war, I would just have to say it is the continuation of World War II because it was never crazy. But these are serious things. And if it was not declared ended, in my book, and I'm sure in many people's books, it has not ended. So it's just a thought, something to think about in these unsettled times, full of uncertainty and uncertainty. So it seems like
That it is.
yes.
But yeah, well, I mean, there's always going to be wars and rumors of wars.
Yes. Forever means until it ends. Whether that means it never ends or whether it does have an end, forever means till it ends. And I'm thinking that I like what you're doing. I would like to learn how to do this panel thing. Maybe you and I can talk on the phone later and you can tell me what equipment I need. I have a computer. Don't really like computers, but I have one. And maybe what all I can do if I need apps or to buy some equipment, and I like to do this. And so if you could help me go sometime, that would be great. Also, what you mentioned about my, I can see the picture here of my face. If we could update that too, if you could help me, maybe I can start doing some things in my channel that I just never get around to doing. Someone today when I went live was saying that maybe I could put a PayPal. And remember when you and I tried to do the Cash app or something? Maybe we could work on that if you don't mind all these things that we could do.
Yeah, well, we'll have to fix that one of these days.
If we could probably work on my channel with little things like that.
Yeah, well, in chat, 6th Estate, Arizona.
About that picture.
6th Estate of Arizona has
I can't see.
said in the comments.
I don't see who.
Yeah, well, I'll have to walk you through that later, but they say it was declared a ceasefire. But yeah, Miss Mac, like I said, I'll walk you through that tomorrow and get it all set up for you. And we'll also work on trying to get you a PayPal so that your subs can donate to you as well.
Thank you.
And as always,
I've never
guys,
received a donation, but
yeah. Well, you're pretty much operating the way I started off doing. It was all me. Everything was coming out of my pocket or somebody else's pocket. But it works. We get out there, we film, we do what we can, and it works. Yeah, so here I am sitting in the dark. Well, not completely in the dark.
yeah.
Just to show you guys what I mean by not completely in the dark.
Yeah, I love the community.
There is a
Let
bearded dragon right there.
I see your glasses.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, but yeah, I just showed you guys the
I see.
bearded dragon that we got here. Let's see if I can get a better look at him. I don't know if y'all can see him, but that is Peanut,
Yeah.
the bearded dragon.
Wow.
Oh, I love
Wow.
walking outside with him. I have a neighbor. He's 6'1",
Uh,
and he's terrified of the lizard. And he's terrified of the snake. And he's terrified of dogs. Well, guys, I'm well past my hour mark. I'm going to call it a night. So remember, guys, as always, sharing is caring. Always be a good neighbor. And it doesn't matter if your neighbor's 5 feet from you, clear across the globe, or 30 galaxies over. They're always your neighbor. So good night, all. And good night.
Thank you, everyone, and have a good night. Many blessings to you all. Let's see, leave, I guess. Okay, let's look. Here we go. Huh.